Housemates,
Yes, big brother.
you have responded to Big Brother's leniency with defiance. You have rewarded Big Brother's hospitality with disdain. That ends tonight. You have lost your wager. You may now leave the arena.
Am I sad that they lost their wager tax presentation? No, I'm not. Because Big Brother, this housemate, they took Big Brother for granted. Big Brother has been so lenient on them, and they felt like they can falter Biggie's through and get away with it. And for this housemate, when you listen to their conversation, you know that this is not the first time that this housemate, all these housemates are familiar with Big Brother. So for them to have the mindset that they will come to a show like Big Brother, falter on Big Brother's through, disobey Big Brother on every occasion they have, and they feel like they can get away with it. No, today Big Brother inserted his dominance. Big Brother showed him why he is Big Brother, and I am liking it. I am liking it. This is a rude awakening for all these housemates. But irrespective of that, let's talk about their wager tax presentation, guys, because it was superb. Guys, they went overboard with their wager tax presentation, guys. Everything was done seamlessly. These guys were professionals in all the things that they presented today, and that is what we are here to talk about, guys. I welcome you to today's video. My name is Chuks, and you already know what we do here. We talk about Big Brother, and for this video we're going to be talking about their wager tax presentation and what led to this housemate losing their wager tax presentation. As you might already know, as you have already heard, this housemate lost their wager tax presentation. But before we talk about that, I want to take this opportunity and welcome each and every one of you watching this video. If this is your first time coming across my channel, my name is Chuks and I talk about Big Brother. If you want to be a member of this great community, all you have to do is subscribe to this channel, turn on your post notifications so you'll be notified whenever I drop a video, and drop us a like this video, and share your opinion down below in the comment section. Let's have a dialogue. So guys, let's jump into the topic of today, their wager tax presentation and how they lost. So we've always seen Big Brother lament and caution this housemate whenever they falter or whenever he gives his rule. And Big Brother has always made it a point of duty to remind this housemate that your wager tax presentation doesn't start counting on Friday. No. Whenever I send out the brief, once the brief has been read and understood by all the housemates, that is when your wager tax presentation starts counting. That is when I start taking notes on how you guys behave. That is what, from the lead up to Friday, is what I focus my attention on. It's not only on Friday. So for this housemate to always dilly-dally when Big Brother calls them, they do things reluctantly. And I already made a video this evening where I pointed out that yes, their presentation will be superb. They've put much effort. They put they pour their sweat into the preparation of this week's wager. But what will make them lose this wager is their tiredness, their lack of understanding Big Brother's rules and regulation, their comfortability in disobeying Big Brother's rule. That was what I said, and I'm happy that Big Brother called them out on all the things that I say. Because guys, imagine a wager rehearsals. 2 housemates were locked up. Yes, 2 housemates couldn't have access to the arena because they were busy dilly-dallying, being late. And Big Brother had already called his housemates out yesterday, guys. Just yesterday, Big Brother called them out on their lateness and their tiredness. Because when it was time to do the, when it was time to do the Lopak Butter task challenge that they did yesterday, you notice how lazy they were to get into the arena, even when Big Brother was giving countdown. So Big Brother told them, we will revisit this later. And immediately Big Brother said that, I already made up my mind, no, that they will do whatever they want to do today, but they're going to lose their wager. And today we saw what happened, guys. We saw what happened. They gave a stellar performance. Even Big Brother congratulated them on their stellar performance. Big Brother said they were so amazing that he would have given them a blank check to produce more podcast. And guys, it was so educational what they did. So for Big Brother to fail them, even after giving that kind of performance, it shows that Big Brother is not doing it because they failed. No, Big Brother is just trying to show them that he is the Big Brother and they, as the housemate, are going to obey his rule. That's the only reason why this housemate failed. So let's talk about their presentation, guys, and how amazing it was. I was just watching and I was busy clapping. Irrespective of the result, guys, irrespective of their tiredness, irrespective of their comfortability at disobeying Big Brother, I have to give them kudos, guys. Kudos, they did an amazing, guys. When I say amazing, they did an outstanding job. First of all, the podcast, guys, from the first podcast where this housemate talked about mental wellness, guys, that was like for me, I used to think that someone being depressed or depression is a myth. I used to be a believer of that depression is a myth. But after hearing what this housemate had to say during their mental awareness podcast, I'm like, wow, okay. It gave me a new sense of understanding to what mental health is all about. And I have to give shout out to TJ. As you see, TJ is a doctor. And as he says, he's a doctor of everything, or as Ben used to call him, a doctor of everything. The guy is good. When I talk about good, guys, the guy is so good. And Anita, guys, Anita is so eloquent. Anita, as a host, Anita is good. As a guest in a podcast, Anita is good. TJ was the host of this podcast, the mental health podcast. So TJ was the host, and his guest was Anita, OC of the Bbnaija twins, Ben of the Better team, and Wani of the Wani X Handy Pair, and all of these housemates, guys, all of these guests. I would like to post different clips of their podcast so you can understand how amazing this housemate was. But if I do that, that means I'll be getting a copyright strike. But let me just show, word can't explain how good they were, guys. Word cannot explain how good they were. The answer they gave, guys, it was so informative that if you are hearing about mental awareness or mental health for the first time, and you watch this podcast today, that will open your eyes to mental health and how to get out of that. That will open your eyes to it. And for the second podcast, guys, emotional awareness, emotional health, which Victoria was the host. And guys, Victoria caught me off guard, because I've been saying this video after video, that I don't know why Victoria is there in the house. But after watching Victoria's diary session today and watching her as a host today, I'm like, we haven't seen the full Victoria yet. And I can't wait for Victoria to come out of her shell, because she's hiding who she is. And I can't wait to see it, guys. I can't wait for Victoria to come out of her shell, because her as a host, she 100 over 100. 100 over 100, for the lack of word, 100 over 100 for Victoria as a host. Guys, Victoria did, the kind of amazingly that this housemate were, from their talking point to them raising awareness for what the topic that they are talking about. Because the topic that they shows mental awareness and emotional awareness is a sensitive topic. Not a lot of people are going to open up their heart and share about their mental health or share about their emotional health. But this housemate shed more light to it and made it possible. And made it look like it is okay to talk about it. They made it so okay to talk about mental and emotional awareness. Now, let's get after the whole podcast. It was time for the TV show, because Big Brother already tasked them to develop 2 podcasts and a TV show. And guys, it was in that TV show that I'm like, guys, everybody participated. Everybody except for Sean, which I don't even know. Sean was I think a wardrobe assistant or something, where I'm now listing the crew, guys. Let me list the crew so you can see how amazing this housemate was. Every one of them participated. So For Handy was the producer of the two podcasts. The set designers were Mayor, Toby, and Zion. Zion and Mayor were the set designers, and the camera crew was the Shinwe, and Zion. They were in charge of the camera. And for makeup, Kesia was the makeup artist. And for Sean was in wardrobe, like I said. So for the first podcast, we had Ben. We have TJ as host. We had Anita, and we had OC and Wani as the guests. For the second podcast, we had Victoria as a host, and she was amazing. And for her guests, we had the likes of Tofa, we have the likes of DJ Flo, and we have the likes of Suj. And for the TV show, guys, the TV show was introduced by Nelly. The TV show was it was brief, but it was straight to the point. So for the host of the TV show, we had OZ and Chizoba of the Shaka Sisters. And guys, it was guys, you need to have watched it. And share your thoughts, guys. Let me know. Are you happy? Or were you how informative? How much information did you get out of their tax presentation? Because guys, I got a lot of information, and if I share it on this video, it's going to be extra long. So let me just cut it to maybe 12-15 minutes. So let's keep on moving, guys. So for the TV show, where it was introduced by Nelly, and a host, we had Ozzy and Chizoba. And for the guests, guys, we had Onyeka. Onyeka was in charge of teaching guys about teaching the audience and us about yoga and the importance of yoga. And for Mickey showed us the importance of staying fit and what the basis of fitness. Mickey showed us the basis of fitness. And for Femi Davis entertained us with his dance. And last but not the least, we had Ruti and Keriri. Keriri and Ruti was in charge of nutrition. And for Mickey as the guest, guys, Mickey did an amazing job at showing us the basis of working out, the basic as a beginner, what you need to do if you want to start going into workout. He showed us the basis, the neck row, the arm row to release tension, and the calf routine to release tension before you start working out. And it was amazing to see. For Onyeka talked about the importance of yoga, and I talked about what led her into yoga, that she started yoga when she lost her father, and she was looking for an avenue to release stress, and she couldn't find until she was introduced to yoga, and yoga helped her to release stress. She showed us how to release stress by stretching, by standing on her head. She talked about the basics, guys, the basics of yoga. And for after that, Femi did his contortion dancing, and kind of showed us that those people going through depression, those people going through emotional, those people lacking on emotion, those people going through a lot of stuff, that we should give them, that we shouldn't segregate them, that we should accept them and teach them that it can get better. So that was what Femi showed through his dance. And for Ruti and Keriri talked about the importance of nutrition, that you are what you eat. They talked about why it is good to eat a healthy, balanced diet, and to sustain yourself and your diet through fruit. So they showed us how you can make smoothie, and the importance of smoothie in your life. If you don't want to start off your daily meal by eating a good food, that you can start it off by drinking smoothie. That smoothie can take you can use smoothie as a post or pre drink for your workout session. So after that, Keriri summed up the whole performance by giving us an outstanding performance about health and wellness. Guys, it was so it was so perfect. The rhythm, the lyrics, everything was top notch. Overall for today's presentation, overall was 10 over 10, 100 over 100. The performance was superb. The performance was, I was keen to listen. I listened. I understood everything that they said. But it was their lack of adhering to Biggie's rule that made them lose their wager. And from my side, Biggie was harsh. Yes, Biggie was harsh. Because I've seen this housemate throughout this week go through different types of emotion just to come up with this stellar performance, and at the end of the day, they end up losing their wager. So I am sad that they lost their wager, but it is a rude awakening for them to wake up and start adhering to Biggie's rule. So guys, I'll be ending this video here. Let me know, what are your thoughts, guys? What do you think about this week's wager tax presentation and them losing their wager? Do you think that Biggie was too harsh or for letting them lose their wager, or for failing them about the lead up to this presentation? Or do you think that what Biggie did was okay, that it will make them wake up and start obeying Biggie's rule? Let me know what your thoughts are down below. Share it with me, and I'll see you guys on another video. Have an amazing night. Bye bye.